Fight for the Future is not your average nonprofit.
Our mission is to fight for technology and the laws that govern it to be a force for liberation and not oppression.
Over the last decade, we have helped organize some of the largest online protests in human history, fighting for things like net neutrality, online free expression, and restricting government surveillance that invades your privacy and human rights.
We're an intentionally small team that come from just a diverse set of backgrounds, social movements, disciplines, and that is a big part of what enables us to run the impactful campaigns that we do.
Too many decisions about technology get made behind closed doors between politicians and lobbyists.
We're a tech justice group. We're focused on technology and the laws that govern technology, but the thing we care most about is how technology impacts people every day.
We're focused on ensuring that technology isn't a force for the incoming administration to use as a tool for the automation of human rights abuses.
Fight cares a lot about working with partners at state level or local level or smaller orgs, people that don't really have a voice in DC and people that aren't especially organized. We help them organize.
We have an incredibly powerful tool in the internet, but unfortunately it's leveraged mostly by large corporations and tech monopolies.
I was inspired to join the fight for digital rights and freedom because as a reproductive justice advocate in the South, what we were seeing is that abortion seekers from point A to point Z needed technology to work for them, and it wasn't. So what I saw in reproductive justice was there was a real need to talk about how digital rights, censorship, and surveillance impacted marginalized people.
I think that one of the things that Fight excels at and what I'm happy to work on is breaking down complex pieces of legislation and breaking down complex bills and making it easy to understand what the good parts are and what the bad parts are.
Fight for the Future's expertise in rapid response allowed us to build nearly 40 campaign pages over the last year alone. Those tools enabled tens of thousands of people to call their members of Congress right when it really mattered. And we helped drive more than 150,000 petition signatures and emails to lawmakers, CEOs, and other decision makers.
We need strong advocates to make sure that the internet is for everyone.
For us, what I think about most is just how accessible our content is. We kind of do that work of kind of like boiling it down to why is this important? How does it intersect with human rights? And how does it affect you?
Going into 2025, Fight for the Future is going to be busier and our work is going to be more urgent than ever. We've hired additional staff so that we can take on the threats and opportunities that are facing us.
We're up against some of the most powerful interests and have been throughout our organizational history, whether that's big cable or big tech. And so, as a small team, we can't win alone.
When I see something like AI on the horizon threatening to supercharge surveillance and economic disparity and marginalization and what have you, I look at that and I say, bring it on, because we have a massive group of people, more than we ever have before, who see that and who recognize the harm and who are going to demand better.
If you believe that decisions about technology should be made in the best interest of people, rather than to enrich billionaires, giant corporations, and politicians, please support Fight for the Future and make a donation before the end of the year. Our commitment to you is to remain steadfast, unafraid, and ruthlessly strategic, fighting for your basic rights in the digital age.